What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel where we're talking land wholesaling, private lending, and new construction. I just want to get a video out early to you for y'all. It's about 7, almost 8 a.m. before I start work. What I want to talk to you about today is choosing your market. I'm gonna give you the best markets for you to start if you're looking to wholesale, and this is virtually because some people may be in markets where there's not a lot of new construction going on. If you're, I know, in Illinois or maybe South Carolina, those are markets that have kind of banned wholesaling. So, what I want to do to you is today for you is to show you where you should go ahead and start. Where's the best place for you to get active today? If you want to know how to go skip trades, do all that, go look at some of my old content. This right here is just going to be to show you like how do you determine what you should do, how to find the markets you want to go in, and then how to go get into contact with the builder so you can know the buy box. So then when you can go and start looking for deals. For me, Texas, North Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, and I want to say Alabama is pretty good, but for the most part, Texas, Florida, Tennessee, and North Carolina are going to be like the top markets where a lot of construction is going. And you can kind of what, especially if you have a LinkedIn profile or whatever, or um, you can see where a lot of the private lending companies they're looking at bringing people on. South Carolina is a lot of new constructions going on there. So, I mean, if you can maybe find builders and ask what lenders they've used and ask if you can help them kind of find new lenders and get them terms, you can probably make some money there brokering. Um, but that's pretty much how you're going to determine. Like Charlotte, North Carolina, I'll show you an example. Charlotte, how you know how to go about getting on the phone with the potential builder or the realtor representing them to kind of see where they're buying at around Charlotte. Are they doing deals in other zip codes outside of Charlotte? So if we were to go, because you always want to start here on Redfin, and this is free stuff. Like there's softwares that you can buy, but I mean, this is really like if you don't have any money, then you're not going to be able to pay for those. So if we were to go, like, let's say for instance, Charlotte, we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Like for Casa is something that I use. It's really good. Between like for Casa and PropStream, Regrid, Landglide, or Land ID, like that's pretty much all you need. And then obviously like a dialer, simple Mojo dialer, keep it cheap and just be kind of consistent. The Podio CRM, there's a whole bunch of different videos on YouTube kind of showing you how to set the Podio CRM up to gear it toward your business in real estate. But like there's other ones, there's Go High Level, it's kind of pricey. There's a lot of stuff you can do in terms of like drip campaigns. Like if you call somebody and they don't answer, you can have it set up to where they'll send them a text, then they'll put them on your list for tomorrow. You can drop a voicemail, you can call them. Like it's a lot of stuff, but it costs. But I mean, the easiest barrier to entry is just going to be a simple Mojo dialer, Podio, $10 a month, Regrid, and Zillow in Redfin, Skip Trace. Put your list together. You can put it in like a Google spreadsheet, build your list out, maybe take some time over the weekend doing it or early in the morning, building you a list of at least, 50 to 60, and then 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever, call, go through the list, put your notes in. After you're done calling that list, put another list together, upload it to the dialer, and just start dialing. So we'll go here into the filters. We always want to look at sold. We'll go last 6 months, just being that we're in the first month of the year. Filter it to house and townhouse. Minimum year built 2025. Okay, so we have damn near 1,000 houses, 988. So you can see all this is new construction, and you just find a pocket of where you're seeing like a lot. So I mean, like over here, this looks like quite a bit. So you kind of see, okay, what's the zip code? 28269, 28205, 28205, 28269, 28205. Over here also looks like a lot what we have here. So this is 28205. You see that? Like, okay. So let's just like for sake of time, we'll go 28205. So 28205. And this right here is going to be for sale, all right? Because you want to see um like who's selling, who's building. So we'll take off multifamily, we'll take off the condos, lots, land, manufactured. Go ahead and apply that. We don't got to worry about auctions, foreclosures. We're not looking for that. Owner posted, agent listed, new construction. All right, so here we go. This is Caldwell Banker. We don't want that. We have EXP Realty, Sirhan, Remax, and I'm looking at here. That's where you want. So Savvy, Co Real Estate, Stone Realty Group, Vista Homes, okay, Corsaron, HM Properties. So here we go. Sapelli Builders LLC. Look, Corsaron, HM Properties here. So this right here could be, a potential. So, and I've showed this in previous videos. The contact information is here. So 10,000 seller credit available. Designed by Architect Builder Group. And listing, here it is, Ryan Palmer. Here's Ryan Palmer's email. Boom. And you just reach out to him. I'm not going to put the phone number, but I mean, this is literally all you have to do. You got to reach out and you're going to see consistency. So like we see the core, Corcoran Homes. Let me scroll back down. Yeah, so Pelly Builders. Let's see. Like I said, we have the Vista. Let's get back down where we're at. So you see this a lot. They're active in this space. Let's go skip, or you only have to skip tracing. You can just call from here. See, here's more. And these are new construction. So, and this is just in Charlotte. Like this is in one zip code in Charlotte. And so you can see, you can just go back here. That's all you need to do is go back around here and get, like I said, get like 5 different zip codes and go through here and do this and get 10 different builders. You know what I mean? Legend Design Building Group. Click that listing. Hey, I saw you have an active new construction listing. How active are you in the market? And then you can kind of like take the conversation a little further. Like, I mean, do you use bank finance or private lending, or do you have like, individual partners that y'all come together, y'all put these properties together? At that point, then you could probably talk about, all right, well, why don't you have you ever used private lending in the past? And private lending is going to be like companies like, like Renovo, Kiabi, RCN, um, like a lot of them, just private money lenders. There's a lot of companies out there. King Building Company. Here's that course on HM Properties again. And like I said, this is just one, right? So if, let's say we were to go to Fort Myers, let's go to Fort Myers, Florida. All right. And home type, everything's still the same, I believe. So we go house, townhouse, cool. The filters are going to be the same. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. And it's going to be rigorous. It's going to be a lot of phone calls. Minimum 2025. Okay, so it's not a whole bunch, like it's not a ton, but I mean, shit, it's enough. Fort Myers, Florida. So we're doing the same thing. You come over here, you want to find like a pocket. You want to just find a couple of pockets where it looks like a lot is going on. So let's say 33905, and you would just go back to Zillow. 339. And I think that was 33905. So sorry, computer's loading, going slow. So 33905, for sale, new construction. Let's see, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. So we see over here, we see GL Homes, Pinnacle Development Group. These are realty groups. John R. Woods Properties. And you want to go after mom and pop type shops. You don't want to go after like the largest companies. Because even if you were to get in touch with somebody, like the way corporate closings work, they take months. There's so many different signatures that's required versus you're going to be talking to the decision maker when you're on the phone with them. You can email them via DocuSign, get them to sign the agreement, and then send it over the title and let's open up the title search. So, but yeah, Florida is a good market. It's just, you've got to pick what pocket in Florida. And the only way you're really going to know is obviously like certain softwares kind of show you. You can even kind of just put, I wouldn't put Florida, but different highly populated areas around Florida. So that I would go about it that way. Obviously, I've done so many deals on Texas, but like I said, just want to show you the top markets, right? Well, let's go Tennessee. So let's say if we're in Nashville, Tennessee, same filters apply. Nashville is a hot market, a really, really hot market. So we'll always do sold. We'll go last 6 months, just being that we're at a new year and typically holiday season, real estate slows down a little bit during holiday season. So we'll go house, townhouse. The filters are the same. Save search, done. So what you'll do is you'll just pick a little pocket. Okay, cool. So you'll just pick a little pocket. There's a lot. I mean, as you can see, this is sold new construction. So let's say we start. All right, we'll start over here. Let's start here. Okay, so we see 37209, 37209. Let's go back to Zillow. 37209 right here. And this is for sale. This is going to find out where the new construction is being sold at. And now what you're trying to do is go speak to the builder themselves. This is what you're trying to do. You're just trying to go speak to the builder, to the realtor representing the builder, whatever you can do to get in front of the client to see what their buy box is. So for here, Nashville, Zillow, right? So maybe you have to actually click the listing. Okay, so new construction. So here we got new construction. This is going to be Wilson Group Real Estate with Botsco Properties. I'm calling them. Call them. This is new construction. Nice new construction too. It's active. Call them. I've given what you should say in previous videos. Like just go watch the content and call them. That's all you need to do. Make the phone calls. Let's take a look at some other ones. And remember, it has to be new construction. That's the only way that works is new construction. Not a home built in 2015. That's not new construction. New construction is going to be 2025, 2026 right now. Cool. Little listing 3D thing. All right, so here we go. Let's go to another one. Read more. Their information should be on the listing. Well, okay, so it looks like Wendy Monday. Give her a call because this is new construction. Like this is new construction as well. This area is so call. Do you represent more builders? Do you know if your builder currently is looking for more similar lot sizes? And at that point, you go through your spiel. Ideally, where would they like to be at in terms of price point, square footage, frontage? Like all that plays a role. So you want to take a look at all of that when you're doing this. So I mean, I just showed you, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Nashville, Tennessee. I think starting in Nashville, starting in Charlotte, North Carolina is enough. Houston, Texas, and Dallas, Texas. Those are four right there. And just start in those places. I just gave it to you. And then Florida is great too. So, um, I just wanted to get on here and show you like how to determine where the hottest markets are for you to start. You don't want to be in bumfuck Arkansas trying to get land deals done where they have 50 new construction home sales, in that city. You want to be somewhere where it's active because you want these deals to be able to close uh, within 30 days, right? So if you can, we're sitting at right here is January 21st. It'll say you get a deal under contract today. You schedule the closing on or before February 21st. You get a deal under contract tomorrow, schedule it on or before whatever. So you some leeway to close on some stuff. So that's kind of just what I wanted to show you is for these free tools that you can use. If you have the grit, you have the hustle for it, you'll be able to get you something. It's not going to be quick, it's a numbers game. You have to be making the phone calls. You just got to find a way to kind of, you know, push through. But I mean, where there's a will, there's a way for you to be able to get it done. You just need to start, like, use common sense. Start where you see the construction at Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina. And Fort Myers is a good market, but there's other better places in Florida. I don't really do a ton of deals in Florida, but even just between Charlotte, Nashville, Houston, and Dallas, you should be able to get it popping. You should be able to get it rocking if you're on the phones calling, if you're following up and you're being consistent. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. And if you need help, I'll have my email and stuff in the bottom. Definitely go over that and comment what you want to see in future videos. What are you having problems with? I'll try my best to answer them the best of my ability, or at least point you in the right direction. So let's go close some deals.